Hi, get ready with me. So let's go from this to this in a few seconds. So let's begin. So first off, I like to start off with this Morphe Micro Brow Pencil, and I love to just start with filling my brows from the bottom and then going up into the middle of my eyebrows and then forming the arch and the tail. I'm very particular about my eyebrows, so you're going to see that I take quite a lot of time and I use Q-tips to clean them up because I'm very particular. So obviously I'm showing you before and after. I like my eyebrows filled. I like them bold. So yes, here we go. We're doing brow two. So it does take me quite a while. So you're going to see a lot of brow filling in content at the beginning of the video. But I always start off with brows. It's just the easiest way to do my makeup. It's easy to clean up if I make a mess, or if I have to wipe off whole eyebrows because I don't like the shape. It's easy to redo it, do it that way. So I do that a lot and pretty much every single day. So yeah, I'm very particular. So that is the eyebrows done. Next, I'm going to start off with my eyeshadow. So today I'm doing a very burgundy pink kind of inspired makeup look. And to start off with that, I like to prime my eyelid. So what I do to prime is I use a concealer. Currently in this video, I used a Marc Jacobs concealer. I think it's called a Caffeine Shot concealer, but it is discontinued. So if any concealer would work, or a P. Louise base, or just an eyeshadow primer base. And then I set that with some powder, obviously once it's blended. So I use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder to do this because I like my eyeshadow look to be matte, especially because I am beginning to use eyeshadows that are going to be matte. And in today's look, I'm actually using the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette. This is the first time that I used this palette. So for me, it was very much a very first impressions type of moment, and I have to say overall I did like it. I first started off with that very light pink shade and used that as a transition shade, so I used that first and made sure I blended that thoroughly into my crease as the transition. This essentially is going to just allow and ensure that all the colors you put in after blend seamlessly into that first shadow, so you're not going to have like a stark line between the light and the dark when you start to create the depth in your eyeshadow looks. So just keep that in mind. A transition color is always essential, or in my opinion, absolutely essential to any makeup look. I'm just swapping out the brush. I'm starting with something a little bit cooler toned compared to the first color, which was a bit more warm. Even though it's pink, it's still a warmer tone pink in comparison to this color. Obviously, this is more of like a dusky rose, I'd say, this second color. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm intensifying the outer V of my eye and then bringing that in towards the inner corner. So just keeping that in the crease, but quite low in the crease in comparison to how high you can actually take your eyeshadow. And this is just creating depth. Depth is going to make your eyes stand out a lot more, and I prefer it that way. I like my eyeshadows to be a bit more detailed, more in depth, and showcase color. I like to be bold. I like to show color. And this look definitely did that, as you'll probably see very shortly. Then I'm going off with something even deeper still. And again, I'm just focusing that right in the very outer corner and then just blending it into the eyelid, but also blending it into the crease, which you'll see me do right here. I have to say, like, the quality of this eyeshadow palette was a lot better than I anticipated. I've tried the bronze version of this eyeshadow palette and I wasn't like super impressed. Like, don't get me wrong, it was nice. I liked it. It was a very basic everyday eyeshadow palette, but I felt like this one was just a little bit better. I don't know. Anybody else notice that? But yeah, anyway, so next I go into like the light and original baby pink color, and why I'm doing that, I should say, is because I'm trying to ensure that everything is seamless and blended. And in my personal makeup opinion, I like to go in with my transition shade multiple times. I'm so excited I cannot speak, but I like to go in multiple times to ensure everything's blended out and smooth and seamless. That's why I do it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. But next I'm going in with an even deeper shade and more of like a pencil kind of brush, and I'm really focusing that on the outer V mainly. I will bring it up a little bit and a little bit into the actual eyelid, as you can kind of see here now. But yeah, again, I'm going back in with a transition shade to make sure it's all blended. Honestly, eyeshadow is a very big, like, just see how you go / blend process. You need to blend and build, blend and build. And if you wipe it away and you don't like how it looks, build it again, start again. So that's me doing the transition shade and bringing that all in, making sure it's all smooth and seamless is what I was trying to say, and I just said smoothless. But anyway, I use a makeup wipe as well to sharpen out the edges of the eye, just so that it's a very sharp look, because that's what I personally like. Next, I go in with MAC Fix Plus and I spray my entire shader brush, which is what this brush shape is called. And then I dip into the shimmery shade that I showed you earlier, and I'm essentially just putting that shimmery color all over my lid. Then I'm going with this little bit more brighter slash more pinky kind of shade and putting that over the top and layering, because I like the look of layering different pink colors. And then I did eyeliner. Now, if you don't like eyeliner, skip this step. I'm a bit in between. I love eyeliner. Sometimes I hate eyeliner. Depends on the day. Today was a good day. I liked it. It wasn't too annoying for me. But really, eyeliner is totally optional with this, because you've sharpened that edge. You really don't have to. And if you do make a mistake, this is my little trick with eyeliner. You get your makeup wipe and you use your, if you got acrylic, your pointed nail or your nail, and you sharpen it out further. I'm also using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is definitely one of my favorite primers if I want something that's going to last a very long time. And I have to say, like, it is beautiful. It really does work. And you just have to make sure you're using the right foundation, which the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation works beautifully with that primer. So definitely a good combo. I'm in the shade Mont Blanc for anybody who's going to probably ask. And then I also use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter just to give me a little bit more of a highlighted, glowy look in certain areas. Just because who doesn't like to look like a glowy goddess? So that's what I did. Also, this Milk Bronzer Stick, one of my absolute favorites. If you haven't seen my TikTok video on this bronzer stick, definitely go and find that on my TikTok page. It's at Olivia J. Lopez. Amazing. Probably one of the best contour slash bronzing products ever. Definitely worth the purchase. So I'm glad that I have it, and I'm glad that that video is my top performing video on TikTok. I also use the shade Happy in the Rare Beauty blush. That shade is so hard to get. I don't understand why it's always sold out. Like, seriously, Rare Beauty, that production line should be faster. But yeah, I use that and blended it with my beauty blender. Then I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. Okay, that's the second clip. I don't know what I've done, but anyway, the blush, amazing. I think I just reblended or applied more, maybe, actually, I think. But yeah, and then I set my under eyes with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Cupcake specifically. Cupcake's the best. If you haven't used this powder, you've been living under a rock. You need to go back and find it. Then I did the bottom of my eyes, so I did the under eyes, and then I just put some of the same crease colors on, and then I bronzed my face with a powder bronzer from Tarte and these Kylie Cosmetics Winter Kissed or Pink Power. I think it's Pink Power, actually, from memory. Blush, and the Stila Kitten Highlighter. This is like the Heaven Hues highlighter. It's really, really good. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. And then I did also put it in my inner corners because I love that, like, highlighted inner corner look. When I use mascara, I look crazy. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Really good. And then I tight lined my eyes essentially with a black crayon liner. Then I use a Morphe lip liner. I can't remember what shade. I want to say Honeymoon. It's my favorite shade, so usually it's Honeymoon. And then I use a Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lip, and this one was definitely Oh Hi. It's definitely my favorite shade she does. Then I tap it with my finger, and then I set my face with setting spray from One Size, and that's the makeup look. I hope you enjoyed, and subscribe.